We will start by going over our vocabulary for this one. I put our vocabulary for our read aloud and our reading all together, so we'll go over them at the very beginning today. So today we are going to be doing day 12 of our reading. And our first word we are going to come across today, our first vocabulary we'll talk about today, is the word diaphragm. And a diaphragm is something that's very different. So I put this up here. I think it's funky spell, but also it's a different kind of idea as well. So it's a layer of mucus. What's another word for mucus? Or what do you think of when you think of mucus? What do you think of?
Spit.
Your snot, right? Your bugs. It's a layer of mucus that separates the upper and the lower section of a mammal, and it creates a space for the lungs to expand when they breathe oxygen. So it's like just this layer in there. And do all animals have it?
No.
Mammals have it. And that way it's kind of creating a layer so that you can breathe and it expands so that you can get oxygen in your body. That's called the diaphragm. What is it?
Diaphragm.
So it's going to be that space in there, right here, that helps you be able to breathe within there. Our next word is the word mammary glands. So this is going to be unique to mammals as well, but these are milk-producing organs found in female mammals. So I put up our picture of our cow because the cow is a mammal. One of the things we're going to read about today as we go through mammals is that mammals are unique because they create milk to feed their babies. That's one thing that makes a mammal unique from other animals. So the mammary gland is going to be that organ that helps the mammal be able to do that. Our next word is marine. What's our word?
Marine.
Just like when we came across, what was our other one? Well, it's related to the sea. We had before aquatic, thank you. And it meant related to the water. Anything relating to the water could be aquatic. Marine will be relating to that sea. So it's kind of that same basic idea that we'll be talking about marine life today and marine life that will be considered mammals as well. So anything relating to the sea. There. Our next one is stately. Something we can't control. Our next word is stately. Stately is a synonym for something that would be grand or impressive in size or manner. So you can act very stately. It means you're acting very grand. You're acting very big. Or something can be very stately. I put this big old mansion on there, like castle-y looking thing, because I think it's very big. It's impressive. So it's grand or impressive in size or in manner. So are there animals that are stately?
Yes.
What are some animals, since we know we're talking about animals, that might be grand or massive or big in size? Alexa. An elephant. Yeah, definitely. That's a huge animal. Kyler.
A lion.
A lion. Now, in comparison, would a lion or an elephant be more stately?
Elephant.
The elephant. That I could agree as well. We're going to keep moving. I know, there's more examples. Our next word is the word communicate. What's our word?
Communicate.
Communicate just means to share information with others. So you can communicate through language, so talking to each other. You can communicate through writing. You can communicate through gestures with each other. When I do this, typically you know you need to answer or say something, right?
Oh.
So our word was?
Communicate.
You knew through my gesture what your job was to do, but we also communicate through language and through writing as well. That being, our next is language. Language are the words used to communicate. Are there a lot of different languages?
Yes.
Are there a lot of different ways to communicate?
Yes.
Yep, so those languages are going to be referring to the things that you're saying and how that's going to communicate to someone else. Are you speaking the same language? And that's how you can tell if you're going to be able to communicate with someone. Through language anyway. Sonar. Who do we have up here?
A dolphin.
A dolphin. So sonar is a way to find things underwater using sound waves. So sonar. And then we have a predator. A predator is an animal that hunts other animals for food. This is a game we play at our house a lot because, you know, boys like to be predators. We spearfish. That's what we do at my house. It's pretend, but you know, it's a cool thing. So predators, animals that are going to be hunting other animals for food. If you are an animal that is being hunted, what are you called?
Pray.
Prey. So predators and prey. And these are things we very luckily get to touch on again later on in science. So those are our vocabulary words for today. We're going to play a quick game before we move on.